start our action in 1-0, go. Alright, I'm pumped up for this. Yep, they're gonna have to do that. I mean, that's just the penalty for losing, at least in the series. That's pretty messed up how even though... It's pretty messed up that that's the type of punishment he's given too, though. I mean, at least it's nice to see that they've got at least a chance of relaxing for a small bit. Sure, I mean, they're surrounded by multiple people, unfortunately. Sebastian and Kaizo. Hey, I actually like how they're not ignoring Neil at the very least. And how he wasn't just thrown into the wayside just because he lost the match, too. Alright, dig this! This dude! Oh, man. They really need to smack some sense of the look sometimes. Don't get me wrong, he's pretty funny, but damn. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, just something about the opening theme, at least for me, it always kicks out a lot of ass. Oh man, just something about the opening just keeps me coming back to this series. Just something about this is so damn addicting. Whoa, don't rush, go rush. Go rush. I mean, seriously though, this song, it's just damn addicting. Rush, go rush. Na na na. I never get sick and tired of the song. Dun dun dun. I always love like the Merry Old Christmas noise right before the episode starts. Oh boy. I actually like how when those two actually put their minds to it, they actually make an effective team. I mean, that's pretty messed up to be referring to him as a chair dog. I mean, considering all the experiences that Sebastian and Kaizo have been through, you would think that they would actually line up their stance on each other at least a little bit more. And now for saying that, they're going to jinx themselves, and they're probably going to find a way of getting past all that. I just hope it's a shortcut that actually works and is a shortcut full of bullshit. That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, Kaizo's actually right on the money there. I mean, they both have their flaws and their positives. Those fools. I like how they're gonna put the mission on jeopardy just for the sake of their pride. Oh man. Hey, Kaiser should technically have the advantage considering that he does have the ability of flight. Although in saying that, I wonder if a lightning strike's gonna hit Kaiser because that'd be one of the worst ways of going out. Oh wait, that's an interesting little fact right there. I don't know if Kaiser's actually telling the truth about that, or is he trying to troll the hell out of Sebastian, though? Because he can never really. Oh, okay, so he's actually telling the truth. Although I'm surprised they don't have like any water-resistant parts. I'm surprised they wouldn't even need to go inside of the cave to take some shelter. Okay, what's the fucking Kali name? I'm gonna call it Kali sound. Okay, that can't be human. Wait, what the hell is this? Yeah, didn't she like disappear into space? Or is it like a relative of the chick that disappeared into space? Of course he would. He always does like to. He always does love women. I don't think a card game's gonna fucking decide that though. Now that's quite the leap in logic right there. I just hope this episode ends up good though, because all the episodes that just focus on Sebastian haven't been that good. So, but who knows? Maybe they could actually make some decent gags from this. I have no idea. Okay, that effect kind of sucks to an extent. Like seriously, who would have a deck like that? It just feels like it's got too many drawbacks. Having monsters with like zero attack points that don't really have seemingly effective abilities. Oh, that's pretty creepy. It's like mimi shot. I'm like, what the hell? What is he gonna? Kaza. Oh, and this is why Kaisa should learn not to be such a simp for anything that has a vagina. I'm just saying. He shouldn't simp so hard because he's always gonna get rejected like that. Like that, if he doesn't stand up for himself. God, man, that creature does look pretty damn cool. Alright, I want to see this. All that just to summon a monster like that just feels like too much setup. Just to summon a monster that's relatively weak, unless it has, yeah. And then having like 8 cards in your deck that have 0 attack points, that just feels like it's too compromising right there. What the hell? Okay, now that just looks so wrong. In a good way. Actually, took a legitimate laugh for me. Did you have to go instead of the drill thing right now? But you know what? Actually, this shows you that the animators do care about the animation this week. Honestly, if either of these two were dueling someone even legitimate, they'd probably get their ass. Hell, they'd probably even get their asses kicked by the dude, well, by Mimi's child who has a Mad Max deck. Oh. That sounds like a big drawback, though. Just imagine you give your opponent potentially a full hand just for the sake of delaying for like 1 turn. I don't know. For me, that just feels like it's way too many cons for like a minimal benefit. I guess in this situation, it's probably going to help out Sebastian because he's got plot armor. But in most of those, that effect's not going to be that useful. I gotta admit, the CG on the Mac and Marshy actually looks pretty decent. Except when it does a lightning attack, and it kind of looks a bit off. Oh boy. I mean, thankfully it's only 1,000 life points of damage, so that's not too bad. Now that is extremely bad, though. I gotta admit, that character design for a monster creature looks too damn badass for a monster that only has 0 attack points, though. I just love when he says Throne of Darkness so epically. Yeah. That's the issue with Sebastian's deck. He's relying way too much on a specific monster just to cause significant amounts of damage. Like, really, his deck has too many freaking flaws to actually applying an actual duel. Oh. Oh, that's a shame he didn't. Sebastian didn't have any spell or trap cards to actually negate the effects of the card. Huh. Okay. 2,400. That's pretty decent amount of attack points. But honestly though, why would someone want a card like that in their deck that needs all that setup just to have that many attack points? Wouldn't it be easier just to have like a red as black dragon in your deck just to summon it normally without needing all that requirements of having? If you want a 2,400 attack, or even just better, a blue as white dragon that doesn't require that much cost, like having 8 specific cards in your deck. Hey, he's winning. Yeah, she ain't so hot anymore. I just hope for his sake, he's actually got spell and trap cards that actually nullify. Okay, at the very least, he's not being cocky. He's because in most, because at least in most Yu-Gi-Ohs, whenever characters have the upper hand, they usually get a bit too overconfident. So thankfully, that ain't the case. I seriously hope he has a spell or trap card because that monster's good. I mean, if that Magus actually on an attack, that's about as good as a direct attack. Alright, good. I mean, it makes sense. Because who the hell would want to be attacked when your monster's got 0 attack points? You'd sweat it off switching it into defense mode at the very least. Oh, damn! Yeah, that's you see, that's the downside about his deck. You pretty much put yourself at risk having monsters with 0 attack points. That's like, okay, I was actually kind of getting worried that he actually thought he was gonna win. Oh, okay. Okay, Kaizo, I'm actually surprised it went through some character development right there. Actually, for once choosing not to simp. Oh yeah, the 0.05 conversation thing. Oh, he's actually very worried about him. Oh, that's actually pretty cute. Yeah, I was thinking that too, that Kaizo's got the advantage of speed. And yeah, there's no way he can reject that promising. Oh. Ah, but who knows if he's going to be able to make up the promise? I mean, he looks like he's on death's door. Yeah, they got owned. Wow, I actually like that. One of the few instances in a Yu-Gi-Oh series where a character loses and they still win. That's actually pretty badass. Well, they all realized they done fucked up. That's what happened. Oh man, it's up to her boy now. Oh, mechanical boy. I don't think it's Neil coming out. It's him going to Neil. Yep. He's gonna be in for a shocker. Damn it, boy! Don't jinx Sebastian. Damn it! No, no, no. Wow. That was actually kind of sad right there. And how does Asana plan on doing that? I mean, that is a fair trade-off. Talk about a move of conviction right there. Yeah! Owned, bitches! Oh. Hey, you know what? This episode was actually better than I thought. I'm gonna rate this one. Because I'm actually surprised they actually killed off Sebastian, so I'm gonna rate this one a 9 out of 10. But I'm not gonna rate it a 10 out of 10 though, because honestly, his deck sucks! Like, don't get me wrong. I like the emotion. From a story standpoint, it was pretty emotional. Especially with the character known with Kaiser, where he actually looks out for Sebastian, and that was the first time he doesn't just simp for a woman straight up. So I do like the character known for Kaiser and same for Sebastian, where he pretty much blazes down his life to protect Yuga and the others. I thought that was badass. So from a character standpoint, great episode. From a story standpoint, great episode. You made plot progression. You got Asana wanting to duel Yuga for one last time to get rid of rush duels, with her putting something at risk. And on top of that, you have Neil who's about to interfere in the narrative. So that's what I thought it did pretty well from the story standpoint. Hey, it's just that really, you have monsters that have 0 attack points, where you have all this setup just to get a minimal boost of 4,000 attack points or something like that. Only for then the next turn for it to have 0 attack points. Honestly, think Sebastian's deck, it sucks ass! Honestly, the deck should have been better built than that. So that's where it kind of lost me a little bit from a story standpoint. Ironically enough, it wasn't the writing that was bad per se. It was the dueling itself, because of his pretty terrible deck. But other than that, the emotion of the strip elevated it to a 9 out of 10. Animation quality was actually pretty good, especially Sebastian's death. Artwork was nice. And the voice performance was great. That's what I thought I was 9 out of 10 worthy. Alright, next episode. Now the next episode feels like a filler. I mean, I guess it's nice to see the frenzies built up over the series do something, but it's like, is there any reason for me to care? At least this week's episode, you had something substantial happen with the character dying. But honestly, next week's episode, I'm like, yeah, next week it looks like it's gonna suck. I'll still watch it though. I'm just not gonna have high expectations, but you know what? I'll get to it when I get there. Let me just rate this. Let me just say this episode is absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna give Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, because honestly, the last few episodes, it's been impressing me, and I appreciate that. Now, aside from that, yeah, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I would love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. And hopefully episode 35 actually ends up being a better episode than what the preview makes it seem like. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching my video, and have a fantastic day, y'all. Bye-bye.